15 minutes. We might get a break to pull this off. Got my stuff ready to go. So that's basically the shape you want. You hold on to it like this. Don't twist it until you puncture it. You want this roundish shape, and you'll have this point, but you're going to start here, and the ray will come out here. See? If you can see that, that's what we want. I'm just waiting for the sun to get a bit better. Just got to try to get your rays where you want them. Of course, I got ants crawling all over me now. Takes patience. Just move it around, play with it. We're getting smoke. There we go. I hope the camera's catching this. Looks like it's going. Now we got to feed it. We got our coal. Fire with a sandwich bag. That's a good one. It's probably enough. And I kind of weave it together a little bit. Put it in here. And then basically just short it out. You see the sparks? Use a stick and you can push it together more. Because it gets really hot too. You see the sparks I'm getting? I will get it. Okay, we got it. See that? Don't smother your coal now. Okay, I got my coal pretty big here. And I collected a bit of cedar. And put this on the back side. All right, now we got it. Get that to a spot. That took effort, but we got her. Went out. Dead rotted stump. Now, if you go back to some of my other videos, this is an important thing to remember. Dry rotted stump you want with bow drill fires, where I started the fire with the sandwich bag. That's what I got that fire going with. Anywhere in the world, you should be able to find dry rotted stump. Even if it's at the base of a tree where insects or ants, you'll see powder under there that's dry, will work the same way. We got some more dry rotted stump here. I'm going to collect some of this dry rotted stump here too for my bow drill for later. Go and find the bow drill parts. Nice looking bow here. Piece of birch. It's got a nice shape to it though. Nice bend. I think this will do for our drill. Might be able to get something for the fireboard. Hopefully. Nice to get this piece. There. You know, I don't care what people say. I think that is fir, but you don't have to use the same wood for your fireboard as your drill. This will work just fine. I mix and match woods for bow drills all the time. Well, more pointy on that side, and then small point, and it'll round off on its own. Shorten this to birch is strong stuff. That's perfect. Okay, tie our string up. Trying to get this fire going, man. It's fairly heavy. That's definitely going to put a lot of pressure on my drill. Drill us a hole. I already cut my notch. Try to keep it straight. There. Okay. See how it all stays by itself? So now I put a piece of bark under here. I forgot to do that, so I just quickly did that. But now I can stand here and just hold this sideways. If I want more pressure, I can lean on it. If the drill is spinning, which means a lot of times that there's too much pressure because it is pretty heavy log, I can lift up a bit. But the whole thing will be a lot easier to maneuver. Okay, we got her. So I got these dry, dead branches at the base of this fir tree. Grab a bunch of them. You can usually find dry twigs at the base of a lot of trees. And these usually stay dry when it's raining if they're at the base of the tree. I got this little Y stick. It's about 4 inches to the Y. Push that in the ground. And then what I want to do with my branches that I collected is find the smaller ones, and tear them off. And when we have a nice little group of them, we'll break them in half, like kind of fold them into a V. Then that goes over top to form a teepee kind of. Okay, you see how I've got the bundle fairly close to the ground. It's all held up by the stick with the fork in the ground. But with these little twigs, because they're on an angle, the flame that starts down here is going to want to travel up. And then we're just going to make bigger pieces on top of that little tripod that we've started. And because I have that stick, I can just pile them and they'll all stay together.
Introducing the Revelia automatic espresso machine. With one touch, choose from an endless variety of hot and iced coffee drinks. Revelia by DeLonghi.
Perfetto.
The moments that last forever go beyond what we see on the court.
You are the final MVP.
These moments start with a ball, a dream, and a relentless will to win. They're the culmination of every effort put into the game since they first stepped on the court. All of those moments have led to this one. NBA 2K26. Ball over everything.
PlayStation.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your chance to give back and your safety check. Whoa. All at an incredible value. It's more than an SUV. It's your Equinox. Chevrolet. Together, let's ride.
But you see, they're all pointing up now. And there's going to be lots of oxygen that comes in through the bottom. And we don't have to worry about it going out because it's smothered or didn't have enough oxygen. Got some usnea. Got some juniper dead. And basically, I'm just going to put the two together, start them this way. We don't want to start the juniper first. The usnea is going to burn quicker and get this going. And then we're just going to shove it under our bundle. And there you go. So that's probably the most efficient way to get a fire started. Don't forget, if the girls don't find you handsome, they should find you handy. Because it's better to be handy. You could be with Brad Pitt, and if he can't start a fire, and you both die of hypothermia, you know, what good is it being handsome if you can't start a fire, right?
It's a pleasure to meet you. I hope you, ugly here, find every happiness together.
But you know, ideally, for you young ladies out there, I mean, if Brad Pitt had these skills, and you were out there with him, that'd probably be better. But all I can do is show you the tricks and techniques when it comes to fire. But I still want to show you this other method that is quite efficient as well. It's more for a camping situation where you have an axe and a saw and cut wood. So I'm going to chop up some kindling and show you the second efficient type fire for camping. The first one's more a survival situation. I didn't need an axe, a saw, or a knife. Just everything that I picked by hand. And, you know, it's funny, to this day, there's a fire pit over here, and somebody tried getting a fire going, without success, obviously, but they're trying to burn green wood. You don't cut and try to burn green wood. Dead, dry wood, that's what you want. But, I mean, you think it should be obvious, but people still do these things. Now, basically, I'm just going to build a box. 4 bigger ones on the bottom's fine, then I'll go with smaller ones. And then I got one piece. Once I get my tinder down in here, I'm going to use the juniper and usnea again. And then I got a piece. I'm just going to cover this, and away it goes. And then what I can do, once I get the juniper in here burning, then I can take smaller pieces and I can slide them in, like in between, keep the fire going once I have it all done. Like once I have this blocked, then I can just feed it from in between the logs. And this works really well, this box arrangement. Get your tinder down in there. And this just goes in here. And we put our cap on it. Once it gets going, this is a perfect style to get a fire started. Ooh, burnt there. It gets lots of oxygen too, as you can see how well it's doing now. Such a good boy, the Finn. He's learned how to bring the firewood. Get the firewood? Good boy. Okay, let's get some more wood. Bring the firewood. Good boy. Bring the firewood. Bring the firewood. One of these days, you're going to learn to bring it right to me. Needs firewood. He's on here. Get it. Bring it. Firewood. Oh. Good. Boy, it's over here, though. Can't burn it over there. Bring the firewood pin. Got the firewood? Oh, don't take the firewood pin. Bring the firewood back. Bring it here, please. We need the firewood. Thank you. Oh, you got some firewood. Oh, what a good firewood catcher. You got to give it to me. That's the whole thing. Not listening. Come here, please. I can't burn it if you don't give it to me. He doesn't like to give it back. It's firewood. It's firewood. Oh, no. I'm going to put the fire out. You're wrecked. You put the fire out. Get the firewood. Adam. Got the firewood. Oh, boy. Good boy. You bet. Is the firewood? Good boy. Get the firewood? Careful. Thanks, Ben. Get you a treat. Good boy. Good. What a good piece of firewood. Oh, what a boy. That's a good piece. You betcha. Put that there. I think it's bedtime, but thanks. Good firewood catcher. Oh, are you ever? If it wasn't for you, you wouldn't have such a nice fire. You betcha. This is the kind of thing you're going to look for. Now, it's winter here, but, rain, snow, whatever the case may be, a dry place is usually under a big tree like this one. It's got a lot of needles, a lot of branches. It'll keep the rain and the snow out. Now, actually, fire is easier to start in the winter when it's cold like this than when it's raining. But even if it's raining, we're going to have dry needles under this tree. And these needles, you see, they've got some turpentine in them. They will burn. So, man alive, just make sure you got a lighter. You can't rely on a bow drill if it's raining. The sandwich bag trick, you can't rely on that. If it's cloudy, there's variables. Always take a lighter. Don't plan that you can start a bow drill fire because you've seen some of my videos or somebody else's videos. Don't leave home without a lighter. I chose one that just has spark, doesn't flame. I'm going to show you a couple of ways that we can start a fire with a dead lighter as well. As long as you have even a dead lighter, you can start a fire. It's December, and we can still find the little pods on the dogbane. But these are an important thing you can find even in the winter. Dogbane's a pretty common plant. You use these seeds to get a fire going. These tricks are important. They could save your life, but don't leave home without a lighter, as I keep emphasizing. Now I got my dogbane seeds. I'm going to collect a little bit of fine, dead, dry grass. And what I really like for a one spark situation is these dead junipers, or any dead needles really. If the grass catches, these will go up, and we go from there. Build our fire up bigger and bigger. The dogbane seeds, when they catch, are only going to burn for about half a second. They go up instantly, but it should be enough to start the grass and then start our dead needles of whatever kind we're using. Fire is number one survival thing to master if your life's on the line. Master fire, it's important. And I should mention too, I'm going to be using dogbane seeds. Other seeds work, thistle, ammoni, dryad, goat's beard, all these. But what I like about the dogbane, which is a common plant, is the pods stay dry. So even if it's raining, the seeds will be dry inside the dogbane pods. Dead grass, juniper, and then we're going to work up with sticks. But you know what? It's important to know how to start a fire with a dead lighter that just sparks. So this is an important part of this video. I'm going to make a pocket right here under the tree with these dead needles, and this should go almost immediately. Now, if it's windy, you need to protect these seeds. Keep this handy. Dead lighter. So with our second fire, we're going to be using, just with the spark from the lighter, some dead rotted stump. Now, this method is more reliable. Now, it's more difficult than the dog bane seeds or any seeds, but you might be out at a time of year when there is no seeds. If it's spring, there's no dandelions or clematis or any of the wild seeds that ignite right away. This is a reliable but a bit more difficult procedure or method. I want to grind it into a powder. You've seen me use this for bow drills, other methods, but seeds are preferable. You've seen it only took 2 flicks of the lighter. I had that fire instantly. I'm going to cover the top of this stump, and then basically I'm going to use this like a running board for the lighter to try to get the powder started into a coal. And then we got something to work with. Fire is number one in survival. And I don't care what anybody says. I know I got a lot of survivalists and preppers that watch my channel. But I beg to argue with anybody. If it wasn't for fire, I would have been dead 6 times over by now. But I'm still here doing these videos because of fire. So what I'm going to do with the dead lighter, I'm going to take my dry rotted stump and I'm going to fill it up like this, hold it like this, and you'll see that we'll actually get flame even though we don't have butane in it still, because the fine dust will actually catch on fire inside the lighter. Let me fill this up. The dust will be so fine, it's like when they get them fires in the grain elevators just from the dust from the grain. I'll try to show you here with this. You'll see little puffs of flame even from the dead lighter. Some of it will fall out, don't worry about that. See, we got flame there. We had a flame. See, flame. My dry grass now. Like I say, that powder is so fine. Shake it up. I'm just going to put our grass here and hopefully it gets enough flame to start the grass. If you don't succeed at first, just keep trying. Didn't see any flame that time. I think this grass might not be fine enough. This grass is a bit finer. More powder in. Don't get discouraged if these things don't work right off the hop. You got to, especially if your life's on the line, you can't give up. I know these tricks work, or I wouldn't be showing them to you. It went, see? I'm not going to start a fire this time. You see? Just that powder, just with spark. You get enough flame to get your grass going. Man alive, pay attention to these tricks and always carry a lighter. Just another survival fire hack with a dead lighter again. No flame whatsoever. You know, the thing is, when it comes to fire, I always say it's the most important survival thing that you can know or learn. So the more hacks you have, the better your chances of starting fires in survival situations. So the more hacks, the better. And we're going to show you how to get an instant fire. Mind you, conditions have to be right. It has to be dry. We're going to find some dandelion. and some goat's beard or yellow salsify, and start a fire that way with our dead lighter. I've got my salsify. This is yellow, so I'm going to collect a few of those and a few dandelion heads and get this fire going in seconds. Put my salsify here and put my dandelion at the bottom. Some dead grass on top. I almost need it to hold everything down now. Everything's blowing away. I'm just trying to get this done before the wind comes right up. There we go. Dead lighter. So you see how quick, even with a dead lighter, you can get a fire going. Now, you notice I did it in 4 stages. Dandelion at the bottom. Now, dandelion head, the seed pods, only burn for a fraction of a second. But it's very difficult to start the salsify with a lighter. It's a coarser seed, and it's a lot more difficult to ignite with a dead lighter. So by layering it, the dandelion, for a split second, starts the goat's beard or salsify seed, which starts the grass, which starts the juniper. So by layering it like this, it's just a stage. One burns very quick, the next one burns a little longer, and a little longer, and you saw how quick that was. So that's another survival hack. Like I say, it only works when it's dry out or if you have these seeds available. But the more fire hacks you know, the better off you're going to be. So be careful with your fire, stay safe, and practice these hacks at home.
Hey, it's your skin. CeraVe, developed with dermatologists, cleanses and removes excess oil. With niacinamide and 3 essential ceramides, CeraVe prevents disruption of my barrier. CeraVe Foaming Cleanser.
And now introducing new CeraVe Anti-Dandruff Hair Care.
Okay, everyone settled. Let's get 6. Take 3. And action.
Applebee's 2 for $25.
Zoom in.
Get 1 appetizer and 2 entrees like the new chicken parmesan fettuccine.
Nice. There it is. Now, up to the burger. And the big bacon burger. Let's sit up higher. Higher?
Are you sure?
Hold it. Beautiful.
You got it.
Choose 1 appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's iconic 2 for $25. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Sorry, were we in that shot?
Top of that mountain is burning pretty good. Collect it while I see it. Another bite. Hope he stays on. Yeah, I got one. Howdy. Hi, I'm Greg Ovens, and this is Ovens Rocky Mountain Bushcraft. There we go. It's a pretty big hornet nest. Those are bald-faced hornets. And a pretty nest for sure. So it's been a really bad year here in BC for fires. There's one behind me over here. I'll show you a little closer up. See some flames through there. The top of that mountain is burning pretty good. Got some flame, some candling going on over there too. A little bit right there. So I'll just show you how smoky it is from that fire that I showed you. Can't really see the mountains. Can't really see very far. Like I can smell the smoke in the air. But anyway, I'm going to tell you what we're up to in this video. Despite the smoke, we're going to go to a hike-in spot, Finn and I, where the bull trout only have to be 12 inches long. So I want to hike to that spot because to catch one that's legal in this area, next to impossible. So I want to go where it's 12-inch size limit and hopefully catch the elusive bull trout. I'm going to go with minimal gear as well. Yeah, so there is a smoke advisory warning. They're saying that people with breathing problems, the elderly should stay indoors. And senior citizens, they say they can't take the smoke. It's a good thing I'm not a senior citizen yet because I want to do this hike. But I don't get the point of staying indoors. It must be the same air that's outside, that's inside your house as well. Unless you have an airtight house with, a filter system for your air inside the house, then that would be fine and dandy. But nobody that I know has that around here anyway. So obviously whatever they're breathing is coming from the outside anyway. So I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe there's a benefit to staying indoors, but for me, staying in my hammock won't make a difference. So it would be nice to get out of the smoke. Maybe it won't be as bad up this valley that I'm going to hike to. And hopefully I can catch one of these bull trout for a catch and cook. And just pack light. And actually, I'm surprised that they haven't even shut the bush down completely at this point because there's fires all over the place. And some years, that's what they do. They completely shut the bush down. You're not allowed to drive even on the back roads. But they haven't done that, so we better get cracking before they do and get out to the spot and try to catch a trout, bull trout. That's what I'd like. Right on. So we'll get packed up and head out. We're at the end of the road. We're at the trailhead. And I'll show you what I'm bringing for my overnight fishing rod. And I've got 2 rubber minnows. Bring 2 rubber minnows, barbless, unscented, because if they're scented, it's considered bait. I've got my barbless meps, and I'm going to bring a plug that floats, actually. I'm going to try the plug as well. Actually, I got to put a hook on this one, I noticed. So we'll do that. Obviously, I need the backpack. Got my tarp. I don't feel like building a shelter on this one-night adventure. And then I have to bring the Coleman stove to cook on. I have to bring a pot to make tea and a frying pan. I should clean these out, obviously. I will. And that's it. Okay, I forgot about 2 more items. I'm going to bring my coat in case it rains, and I can use that as a blanket. And my pocket knife. It's a Lars Fault pocket knife that my buddy gave me, my buddy Tim. The other thing that I don't have here yet, but I will bring, is my Defender. This is real prime grizzly country. I don't trust bear spray, as I've mentioned before. I want to feel safe down there when I'm way in the bush, away from my truck. So I will bring the Defender. I don't have it here to show you, but I've seen it before. So, enough said. I'll pack this stuff up, and then we will get going. Shotgun now. Bringing 3 solid slugs for it. 2